Peace family, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. This is Kathy Vet coming to you with another Country Wayne review. Now, Larry confronts Bethany for making Jayden feel uncomfortable about her coming to Montana. Bethany basically bullied her way, made the young man feel a little guilty about not having her. Just to get off the phone, he was like, okay, but he let her know how she doesn't want that he just doesn't want that drama for the birth of his child. Now Larry gonna say something. Of course, Larry is he. Your son told you you're not gonna come. You're not allowed to come if Bethany is gonna come. What is Larry gonna say to her? Because now she feels she's won, of course, and that's all that matters to her. Doesn't matter how the family feels. It's all about how Bethany feels. So let's see how he wimps out on this one.
Hey, I just talked to Jayden, and he said that he doesn't mind me coming up now.
He didn't say that. She
I'm
lies.
excited to get up there.
She lies.
Haley's doing good. Everything's good.
He ain't say all that. She's such a liar.
Yeah, so we don't have to worry about anything now.
We don't have to worry about anything.
Such a liar.
Bethany, you know Jayden just called me.
Okay.
It's not okay.
What's not okay? I just talked to him.
See?
You called my son and pretty much pressured him to let you come.
I didn't pressure him at all.
Why did you call him in the first place? I told you what my son was feeling, and you had no right to call him and talk to him about that.
No, I called him to reassure him that that wasn't my intention, was not to go up there and cause problems or to cause issues.
You always say it's not your intention, but that's how it turns out. Because if you see something you don't like, or one thing is said, you're going to come, and it always start out without no intention. But let me tell you something. You go up to that hospital and start some crap. Lynette going to have you in one of those hospital beds, and y'all going to flip that hospital upside down. It always starts out with, I didn't intend. But she lacks control, and she lacks accountability. And it's almost like she's crazed mentally if she's left out of something, as if everything is okay. She's manipulating this entire conversation. The conversation she trying to make like it was something that it wasn't. You did mostly all the talking, and he let you know how he felt and why he didn't want you around, because you disrespected his mother to the highest. That Christmas was crazy. You come at my mother like that about something, point blank, period. It won't even be nice. You not coming nowhere near me, my child, or my child's mother, period. And Dad, you bring her, you're not welcome. You will not be allowed in, period. Jayden was very nice and respectful for her, but the way he experienced her going off did that to my mother. Oh, no way. You cut, Dad. I want no parts of this woman you married to. No parts of her, because that was vile and so unnecessary. And not even on Christmas Day, because you respect this woman. Even if you didn't know she was coming to your house, you're not supposed to treat nobody like that. You're very nasty. And listen, too much.
I just wanted to go up there, that my intentions were just to be there to
Bethany,
support.
No respect.
I specifically told you that Jayden said he didn't want you up there because of the bad vibes and how you treated his mom.
Right, and that's why.
And I kind of figured that was it.
But I even apologized about Christmas
But
to him.
you didn't tell me that you were going to call. You could have said, Larry, I wanted to call and talk to Jayden.
It was a decision that I made off the whim while I was out running errands.
You made a decision, but while you was out running errands, you could have came back home.
Larry.
You could have came back home and said, Larry, I would like to call Jayden and talk to him about the situation of going to Montana. And let me be able to at least smooth it over with Jayden and say, hey, Jayden, Bethany wants to talk to you. But you did it on yourself.
Something wasn't sitting right in my gut about him thinking that I was going to go up there and ruin the birth of his child.
You know what was sitting right in his gut?
It wasn't.
He saw you disrespect his mom.
Which is why I wanted to call and apologize and to tell him that, and to reassure that I wasn't going up there to cause no drama. I don't want that.
You pretty much seem like you called my son and you guilted him.
I didn't guilt him at all. I didn't. All I said was I wanted him to feel that I could be there and to support and to see that baby come into the world. It was a blessing. That would be amazing. It's the first grandbaby of the family, the
Exactly,
first
the
baby for
first
them.
grandbaby, and you disobeyed what I told you that my son.
No.
You disobeyed his wishes.
No,
And
I
if
didn't.
he was stern on what he said, it's not about Jaden anymore. It's about what you felt. And
Larry,
if
I
you
have
was
a right to feel
no,
things.
no, no, you have a right to listen and not take it upon yourself to make things about you.
But
Jaden,
it was about him and
no,
about Kaylee and
oh,
about that
if it was
baby,
about
which is
Jaden,
why I wanted to put them at ease.
no, no. If it was about Jaden, Katie, and the baby, and Jaden says, "Dad, I don't want Bethany there," then I could have been like, "Okay, Jaden doesn't want me there. I will support him from afar."
Okay, now it feels like you don't want me there because he sounded fine. He said he was fine with it.
I
Mm-mm,
didn't,
mm-mm,
because now I feel like
mm-mm.
you called my son to, I guess, change his mind about how he felt.
I didn't. I called him to find out how they were doing.
Then you could have said, "Jaden, I'm sorry. You don't want me there. I apologize. However, I will respect your wishes and stay here."
I
That's
called to
that's
find
right.
out how they were doing,
No,
and
you
I
didn't.
apologized about Christmas. I told them that I shouldn't be talking that way to Lynette, and that I didn't want to cause any problems. And he said, "You know what? If your intentions are to come up here and just be here for us and the baby, then that's fine." I didn't call to be dramatic and to cause any problems. He was fine with it. If you're the one that doesn't want me up there, that's a different story because he was fine with it.
Lynette, he wasn't fine.
He was.
Lynette and Jaden and Kaylee and everybody, all of us, we just want a good birth, but
And so do I, Larry. So do I.
it has nothing to do with me, Bethany.
That's exactly how you are. And I'm going to call it like it is. And I don't know if there's any white subscribers or listeners, but anyone doesn't want to call it, I'm going to call a spade a spade. There are uh, different dynamics with black and white couples, especially when it comes to women and white women like Bethany. That's why I said I don't know what it is that attracted Larry to somebody so vile like this, but I know it may be a trauma bond thing, or it may be something where they connected out of his pain when he was hurt and he divorced Shara. Okay, because I could tell right now that he still loves Shara. Will he ever tell Bethany that? No. But now that they've been getting along, he always wants to do everything for her. And I don't believe that it's all because of Brooke. I believe also because he still has feelings there for her. He see how she's changed. She's probably apologized, made remorse. I know there was a thing with him. She cheated on him. Then she was with this guy, I guess was no good. And she did like a few couple months, not much, 2 to 3 months in jail, came out or whatever. He was so hurt behind that he connected, and at that time Bethany soothed his wounds. Now he can see that Shara's out, she's better, it's different, they getting along. He sees the difference between both of them. One is peaceful, one is not. I don't know what the story was or the history after Jesse and Bethany ended. Maybe that was something they connected with that trauma. But a huge thing is Bethany being white, how he can go off on Shara or say what he wants to Shara with no problem. And I've seen it in the past and with people that I've known, and how they were when they got with somebody, a guy that got with someone white, totally different relationship than how he handled the black woman that he was with. And I think a lot of that is due to, you can say, oh, that white woman treated you better. People don't want to say it's a race thing. But to be honest, a lot of times it is a race thing. And because of what goes on in the media, how black men are treated, and especially if a white woman was to call the cops on you, or anyone see you raising your voice or mis- disrespecting white women at all. White women are using that as a weapon. There was a case in the park where this brother was out there with his dog or whatever. This lady was yelling unnecessarily, made accusations against his brother. He didn't do nothing. I don't know if he was walking in the area or somewhere that she didn't like, and she called the cops, screaming and yelling. A black man did something to her, and they was after this brother. Luckily, they found out afterwards, I think, that she had lied and got the story wrong, and then but too many times we get hurt, we get killed, a whole lot of things because of lies or things being misconstrued, just maybe from outside people, with this black man disrespecting or getting loud with this white woman. I think deep down inside that's a fear of Larry. He watches how he handles her because he doesn't want to get the wrong image, or he's afraid of what may happen to him if Bethany one day called the cops on him, or anyone else that may see them in public. That's that fear. With black women, you could do whatever. You don't care that much because with one and the same. So that doesn't put you in that kind of fear. But with Larry, he lets her do whatever. She can say whatever, act whatever, and he'll just wind up bowing down to her. And that's what irks me. But then I could see how he flipped and went off on Shara out in that because she let the daughter get an earring piercing, um, and it was a problem because her nose and belly button got pierced. Went off, ridiculous, totally different, um, and a different level of rage. Even though that involved his daughter, it's still how it's almost like he's afraid to handle her like he should, and really put his foot down. And you would lack um, or jeopardize being with your son and grandson because of this vile woman, because she can't have respect for anyone, and she's ignoring how your sons feel. That's disrespectful. And for you to condone that and brush it off like it's nothing, Larry, I have no respect for that. So put in the comments what you think about that situation, or anything I said you think is any truth to what I said, and whether you agree or not. That's basically how I feel. But this is these subjects, these are something to be discussed. And unless you sleeping under a rock or not from this planet, you see the differences um, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to black white issues, and how women and Karens out there weaponize and use the cops on black people just to get their way, or when they don't like something. And it's bad when you see this and that person is married to them. Um, it really triggers us in a lot of ways. So put in the comments what you think, fam. Yeah, we're going to go on to